Said it right, a maternity ward drug dealer. Now let's get right into it and see what it's talking about, but
Thank you,
absolutely
ladies. A
crazy.
day of highs and lows for one suspected fentanyl dealer who went from a maternity ward to a jail cell. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 5. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Andy Cordan has more on the arrest coming after a multi-agency narcotics investigation.
This story begins in April. That's when members of the 18th Judicial Drug Task Force get a tip about a drug dealer they call a major player in Middle Tennessee.
That is also fentanyl.
On July 30th,
More fentanyl,
drug agents with the 18th Judicial Drug Task Force,
some ammunition, an extended magazine.
the THP, and Metro Police
He was also a user, yes.
execute 5 search warrants simultaneously on homes associated with Jordan Sandifer.
Right there is the bag of fentanyl that was on Jordan Sandifer's
that what
person.
fentanyl-
According to drug agents, on the day of the raids, Sandifer is at a Nashville hospital for the birth of his child. Investigators tell me when he was arrested in the maternity ward, the 28-year-old had this large bag of fentanyl in his pocket. How concerning is that to you as a father?
That's extremely concerning. Somebody walking through the hospital where my kids could potentially be at with a very large amount of lethal fentanyl in his pocket.
After all the homes are searched, this is the end result. You're looking at 200
Wow, hold on. We got to back that up. We have to back that up. That was a crazy. Hold on. What's back? Where is that? Where's that image at? There it is. That is wild. You got guns, bags of fentanyl. I'm assuming that's marijuana, cash, just sprawl. See, they love to do that. I'm happy they got him off the street, but I will say the cops love to have that picture, man. They spread it all out on the desk. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is what we did today," and then take that picture. Absolutely, and he had that in the maternity ward. What if it would have fell out his pocket and somebody would have picked it up? A kid. Some people don't care.
result. You're looking at 200 grams of fentanyl, 51 pounds of pot, 5 weapons, including 3 that are stolen, and close to $8,500 in cash.
We would consider him probably a mid-level to wholesale level dealer. He's definitely not bringing it in across the border, but he's bigger than just street level sales.
Jordan Sandifer is no stranger to police. According to multiple Metro Police reports, Sandifer's arrest history includes drugs and weapons charges. And in 2022, Metro Police indicate that a police helicopter tracked him running from the law in a Dodge Charger at more than 120 miles an hour.
They love that Dodge Charger, man. They love the Dodge Charger. Trying to hit the race. They said that he had how many ounces? Hold on, let's go back. Let's back it up a tad bit. He had how many ounces of fentanyl?
Multiple Metro Police reports. Sandifer's arrest history includes drugs and weapons charges. And in 2022, Metro Police indicate that a police helicopter tracked him running.
We didn't go back far enough. Hold on.
It could potentially be at with a very large amount of lethal fentanyl in his pocket.
After all the homes are searched, this is the end result. You're looking at 200 grams of fentanyl, 51 pounds of pot, 5 weapons, including 3 that are stolen, and close to $8,500 in cash.
We would consider.
Now, we looked at it before. Go back and look at our other videos. But the lethal dose of fentanyl is 2 milligrams. And he had 51 grams of it. 51 grams. Absolutely crazy.
Consider him probably a mid-level to wholesale level dealer. He's definitely not bringing it in across the border, but he's bigger than just street level sales.
Jordan Sandifer is no stranger to police. According to multiple Metro Police reports, Sandifer's arrest history includes drugs and weapons charges. And in 2022, Metro Police indicate that a police helicopter tracked him running from the law in a Dodge Charger at more than 120 miles an hour.
So the big takeaway, I think, from this is we recovered a large amount of fentanyl off the streets. It's going to hopefully potentially save lives, as well as numerous firearms that could potentially save lives as well.
Jordan Sandifer is facing many drug charges. He's also looking at possession of a firearm and the commission of a dangerous felony. Andy Cordan, News 2.
End of the day. What do I think should happen? So, like I've said this before. People who sell fentanyl and do these kind of crazy things deserve to be in bars. For how long? I mean, honestly, let them stay in there. Let's be honest. Let them stay in there. You mean to tell me this man had fentanyl in the maternity ward? In the maternity ward, he had fentanyl in his pocket, chilling, not caring what could happen. A lethal dose of fentanyl. Somebody can't imagine accidentally dropped out of his pocket and somebody pick it up. Somebody pick it up, then something happened. I don't know what could happen. Worst case is a kid pick it up and just, kids like to put things in their mouth and they just try to eat it. Think it's candy. I'm happy they caught him because he deserves to be behind bars. He deserves to be behind bars for life. Let's be honest. He deserves to be behind bars for life. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Now, like I said, tell me your thoughts. Do you think I'm wrong on this one? Do you think I'm totally missing the mark? Imagine you are at the maternity ward and you hear about somebody being arrested and they had fentanyl in their pocket in the maternity ward. Absolutely crazy, y'all. It's a cold world we live in, and there are some sick people who don't care. Selling fentanyl is some of the worst things you can do. Some of the worst things you can sell, just how deadly it is. Like I said before, they deserve to be in prison. They deserve to be in prison. Absolutely crazy. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you said anything wrong. Let me know how you feel about people who sell fentanyl. How do you feel about people who sell fentanyl? He had 52 grams when the lethal dose is, I think it's 2 milligrams. 2 milligrams. It might be 0.2 milligrams. Well, I can't remember off the right top of my head what was on that video, but absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, everybody, remember this is AC Reviews the Word. Remember to like and subscribe.